Welcome and thanks for joining me. We're diving into some absolutely incredible breakthroughs happening right now in science and technology.
All right, let's get right into it. We're going to start with humanity's latest giant leaps, from our very own moon all the way out to the red plains of Mars.
So first up, we're heading to the historic Launchpad 39B in Florida. This is where the final preparations are underway for a mission that's been more than 50 years in the making. Yep, sending humans back to the moon.
So, what's the latest? Well, right now, all eyes are on the weather. NASA is gearing up for a pretty nail-biting wet dress rehearsal for the Artemis II mission. This is the real deal, a full-blown simulation where they pump that colossal rocket full of super-chilled fuel, taking it right to the very brink of launch.
And this is where you can just feel the tension in space exploration. You've got the crew, Commander Reed Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover, and mission specialists Christina Koch and Jeremy Hansen. They're in quarantine, ready to go. But their entire mission, everything, is hanging on this one test. It's just a powerful reminder that with this level of complexity, there's zero room for error. One tiny little hiccup can send ripples through the whole schedule.
Okay, so while that's all happening on Earth's doorstep, let's jump millions of miles away. We're going to shift our focus from a mission totally controlled by humans to one where the explorer is starting to make its own decisions.
This is a total game changer. Think about this for a second. For the first time ever, a human didn't plot the course. The Perseverance rover literally used its own AI to look at the Martian landscape, analyze the data, and decide for itself the best way to go. It's like we've just taken the training wheels off our robotic explorers.
So, from the frontiers of space exploration, we're going to slingshot all the way back into our own deep past. Scientists are digging into Earth's history, and you know what? What they're finding is literally rewriting the story of who we are.
773,000 years. Just let that sink in. That's the staggering age of fossils recently analyzed from a cave in Morocco. And these aren't just any old fossils. They're giving us this unprecedented look at a really crucial moment in our evolution, the time when the ancestors we share with Neanderthals were walking the Earth.
But here is the amazing part, the thing that makes this so special. These fossils were laid down at the exact moment the Earth's magnetic poles were reversing. It's like nature left us a perfect timestamp baked right into the rock. It allows scientists to zoom in on this incredibly important chapter of our story with a kind of accuracy they've never had before.
And this isn't just a one-off find. It's part of an amazing wave of discoveries happening right now. For instance, we have these Thomas Quarry fossils, right? But then, in the Sinai, you've got newly found 5,000-year-old rock carvings that are revealing the earliest evidence of Egyptian conquest. And get this, in Iraq, archaeologists found a nearly 5,000-year-old layer of sand that was part of a ritual to found a city. It's just incredible. All right, so we've looked out to the stars and back into our ancient past. Now, let's turn our focus inward, to the human body itself. We've got two major breakthroughs here that could really revolutionize how we fight disease.
Over at Duke University, researchers think they found a major weakness in cancer, a real Achilles heel. The catch is, it's a fleeting moment of vulnerability. It happens when a cancer cell is in the middle of a transformation called a cell state transition. You could think of it like the cell is shape-shifting, changing from a stationary, fixed cell into a dangerous mobile invader that can spread. And just as Dr. Li Zhu puts it, his team found a way to attack the cancer cells while they're in that transitional state. See, during that shapeshift, the cell's DNA is incredibly stressed and fragile. The team figured out that if they block a key repair protein at that precise moment, the cell can't handle it and basically self-destructs. It's a brilliant strategy, like attacking an army when it's exposed, marching between strongholds. And finally, we have a landmark study, a massive one, involving 750,000 people. It's starting to answer a question that affects so many of us. Why do some people get over a common virus and just bounce back, while others are left with long-term chronic health problems?
Well, it turns out the answer has a lot to do with the Epstein-Barr virus, or EBV. Something like 90% of all adults carry it, most of us without ever knowing. This research has pinpointed 22 specific genes that basically control how well our bodies keep this virus dormant. If you happen to have certain versions of these genes, your body might struggle to keep the virus in check. And that, they found, is linked to an increased risk for a whole range of chronic illnesses like lupus, heart disease, and even some cancers. It's a fascinating look at how our personal viral history and our unique DNA are constantly interacting to shape our long-term health.
And that's our science news for today. We'll be back with another update in 24 hours.
Thanks so much for joining us. If you found this informative, please hit that like button and subscribe for more updates.